7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra Bizak. Um, come to help the Muslims leave Islam and keep away from Islam. I see now many discrepancies in the Quran ayats. So, showing you another one, although some Muslims, I feel they don't know when prophets can make mistakes and when they cannot make mistakes, they can't. They're unable to distinguish between the two. So, sorry, I've come in a vertical position. No, my mobile. Trying to see if this I can zoom it further. No, I can't. So you'll have to bear with me. Can't see this. Okay, it's better in the yeah, horizontal way. It's better. The horizontal way. So. Disclaimer again, discussions are susceptible to errors and not to impose our views on others. In search of truth, these live streams are to help you find your truth, not to force or convince you. You have the freedom to search and experience the truth. Thank you. Okay, this is what's written here. Now, so I'm going to go to my notes, but you might not be able to see them. I just made one mistake. I forgot. So let's see. Okay, like this. And after the live stream here in this tab, it doesn't focus. So I'm going to use another device and see on YouTube live stream if it's focusing on this device. Just coming here to check. Okay, it focuses. I have an old device. It doesn't focus on that device and the tab. So if you have an old device and it's not focusing, I'm sorry. So you'll just have to do with what I say here and read out here. So it says, O Prophet, why make unlawful what Allah has made lawful for you? That's in Surah Tahrim, Ayat 1, right? So now I found Surah Araf, Ayat 157. Uh, Surah Araf, Ayat 157 says, those who follow the messenger, the unlettered prophet, whom they find written in what they have of the Torah and the Gospel, who enjoins upon them what is right and forbids them what is wrong and makes lawful for them the good things and prohibits for them the evil. Excuse me. And relieves them of the burden and the shackles which were upon them. So they who have believed in him, honored him, supported him, and followed the light which was sent down with him, it is those who will be the successful. So what is important in Surah Araf ayat 157 is this part. And makes lawful for them the good things and prohibits for them the evil. Most important is makes lawful for them the good things. So what happens here is the messenger who makes lawful and prohibits should never go against the law set by Allah in the Quran for believers, right? That's in Surah Maida at 87. Not even make a mistake on this. Some say he makes a mistake and then it's okay, but you need to know when he shouldn't be making a mistake. Giving examples of other prophets. When they became prophets, when they were there was a preparatory time, and then when they became prophets or Khalifa to Rahman like Adam, then he's not supposed to make mistakes, I think. That's what I learned from the Shia loosely, my Shia Islam. I haven't studied it thoroughly in the Sunni, from the Sunni way. So this, you can check the Shia. I'll show you a Shia website which has this, the infallibility of the Prophet. And from from Wikipedia, I'll show you what I got later on after a little bit of this, my notes. So on Surah Araf, ayat 157, there's a contradiction also. Well, here, when I use Surah Tahrim for the believers, they say, oh, he makes mistakes and he just prohibited himself honey, and this and that, or maybe Maria the Coptic. There are two hadiths or the Sirat about Maria the Coptic prohibiting himself, along with the honey, even Maria the Coptic, and some say, God knows what. He should not have been under duress, even if some would say that, some Muslims. Because the ayat before prohibiting himself, if he was under duress, he's a prophet, ayats are coming on him, and he should have known better to wait until Allah tells him what to do. In Surah Tahrim, ayat 1, instead of Allah telling him, why are you prohibiting, why have you, not even are you, but why have you prohibited what Allah has made lawful for you? Prophets did, so why not make a mistake when other previous prophets did, and then were corrected? So there was a Muslim sir here, a young man, who came and was saying this to me. I didn't give him the right answer, actually. Uh, you can make mistakes. Prophets at this stage should not be making mistakes. So please study that and make sure you know that at what stage he's a man, but when he becomes a prophet, he cannot make a mistake like this or make any mistakes. Because you see, in the above ayat, it's telling us that this messenger makes lawful the good things, not even declares Allah's law. There's another ayat I'll show you. Maybe it's in Surah Anam. It will be coming, like declare what is lawful and what is unlawful. Or let's see how it goes. Let's see. I'll go to that ayat later, and you can see. And so I'll correct myself if I've made any mistakes here. The messenger makes lawful the good things and prohibits from evil. Okay, prohibiting from evil but making lawful the good things is most important here. Okay, just on that. Concentrate mostly. Emphasis on that. Similar to Surah Maida 87. So, also this, that the Prophet becomes Allah in this way, where Allah does the same. Surah Maida 87, where Allah does the same. It's brought him at the same level of Allah in the case of making lawful good things. So Surah Maida, Ayat 87 says, believers, do not hold as unlawful the good things which Allah has made lawful to you, and do not exceed the bounds of right. Allah does not love those who transgress the bounds of right. Now you have it at the Bati in Arabic, ma ahala, right? So making lawful. Allah is making lawful here for the believers. What Allah has made lawful. So it's Allah who's supposed to make lawful, and the Prophet's supposed to declare what Allah has made lawful for you, but not make lawful. So in Surah 7, Ayat 157, you can see the Arabic, Ya yuhillu. He makes lawful the good things. Just as ahalla, here, he makes lawful, the messenger makes lawful. Rasul. See top Rasul there? Surah Araf ayat 157. So discrepancies coming up like this. I wonder what the Muslims will say about this now. What defense they have on this. Surah Maida ayat 88 then says, and partake of the lawful good things which Allah has provided you as sustenance, and refrain from disobeying Allah in whom you believe. So you're not supposed to disobey Allah on this even. Surah Maida 87. So coming to now Surah Maida 88, why? Just to explain to you, don't disobey Allah, since now Allah has made lawful for you the good things, and partake of the lawful good things. Yet he does it, the Prophet does it, and eat of what Allah has provided you of lawful and good, and fear Allah in whom you are believers. So some of your translators, they put it word by word in this, in fear, muttaqi, like it, fear Allah, like be mindful of Allah, be pious to Allah. Dr. Ghali's translation is better, in whom you are disbelievers. But it's your own translator who has put it, and refrain from disobeying Allah in whom you believe. This part of Surah Maida 88, it's Abul Ala Maududi. Antum bimu'minin. So wattaqu. Wattaqu comes from, attaqu comes from muttaqin, right? The pious. So nearest translation would be pious to Allah in whom you are believers. Dr. Ghali's translation here. Then, so you're not supposed to disobey. And he did, the Prophet himself disobeys Allah in Surah Tahrim, Ayat 1, his law given in the Quran, Surah Maida 87, to the believers. O Prophet, why do you prohibit yourself, in quotation marks, from what Allah has made lawful to you? Why do you prohibit? Or why have you prohibited? He's already done it, right? And he's taken an oath. The second ayah says you are protected from the oaths you have taken. From what Allah has made lawful to you, seeking to please your wives. And if the wives were annoying, still, it doesn't have to do this, because the wahi is coming on him, revelations are coming on him, and he should have waited for Allah to send a revelation saying how to deal with these annoying wives. So then we have Surah 5, Ayah 13 says, so for the breaking of the covenant we cursed them and made their hearts hard. They distort words from their proper usages and have forgotten a portion of that of which they were reminded. And you will still observe deceit among them, except a few of them. But pardon them and overlook their misdeeds. Indeed, Allah loves the doers of good. So this ayat I put because I wanted to show you how this Muhammad is not the Muhammad maybe the Jews had during his time. And even Ali would not be. For the Shias, I would say Ali could be from the Jews' side, a name given to one of the Jews, like Mustafa to Jawaria bint Harith's husband, whom he killed. He got killed. Prophet Muhammad. So I wanted to show you in that way, but I had to turn around, and I'll leave this ayat for some time. So wanting to prove that he's forgotten, like Prophet Muhammad may have forgotten that you're not a Surah Maida 87. And another ayat, let's see. Let's see Surah 6, ayat 119. Why should you not eat such animals when God has already fully explained what he has forbidden you, except when forced by hunger? But many lead others astray by their desires. You see, so very strict, right? Many lead others astray by their desires, seeking to please your wives. Surah Tahrim, Ayat 1, right? Maybe, I mean, he didn't desire it, you could say, but he was under duress. Breaking a law of Allah at this status, position. Oh, Moses, then you came up to the standard. So when Moses also made a mistake, he wasn't at that time a prophet. But then Allah tells them, Quran ayat, then you came up to the standard. So seeking to please your wives under such a, it's not much of a duress really when the believers are asked to be steadfast in war and not call out for peace. Don't weaken. Don't do this, don't do that. In war, believers are told not to run away and fight. How can he be under duress by his two wives, only annoying wives even? So this way, coming this way. Then on this ayat, Surah Araf, ayat 157, you see, Allah should be bringing the law. So it's implied that it is from this ayat, Surah Anam, ayat 119, that it's Allah who declares for you, right? But many lead others astray from their desire. This part is needed without any true knowledge. Without any true knowledge. You see, he's also God conscious. I was like, when I came to this ayat, that was against the Shia commentary too, on this defending Prophet Muhammad. Your Lord knows best who oversteps the limits. Overstepping the limit of law given to the believers, transgressing Prophet himself. That's why he's addressed as a prophet in Surah Tahrim Ayat 1. Look at that also. So, except when for, so why should you not eat such animals when Allah has already fully explained? So, here Allah says He's explained what He has forbidden you, what Allah has forbidden you. So then what happens is we go to an ayat here. You see, I found your own Surah Nahl ayat 116 says, do not falsely declare with your tongues, this is lawful and this is unlawful, only fabricating lies against Allah. Indeed, those who fabricate lies against Allah will never succeed. So there's also another website here. What's the name? It's a, okay, verse, but wordpress.com, study circle, Quran study circle, verse by verse, Quran study circle dot wordpress.com. Now there's a whole article on this, I guess, in wordpress.com. Only Allah declares things to be lawful or unlawful, or shall you say, can we say, makes lawful and unlawful. So the word here in Surah Araf ayat 157 is making, yuhillu, not reciting to you, not even like um, giving you, but making unlawful, not even giving you or bringing to you what Allah, bringing, let's see, I don't know, no, it's making unlawful or making lawful. What's the ayat again? So like this Surah Nahl ayat 116 you can read, or we go in here and see that only Allah, it doesn't say only Allah, but it's like implied from other verses like this. You can see, do not falsely declare with your tongues, this is lawful and that is unlawful. Fabricating lies against Allah. So there's a fear, there's a scare, this thing of someone making unlawful what Allah has made lawful, don't do it. And then you see the Prophet doing it himself, going against a law of the Quran ayat, the law given in this Quran ayat. So it's implied. And you see the Quran, like I couldn't find a direct verse that says only Allah, so eat any lawful. Only Allah can make things lawful and unlawful, but your own, you see here, verse by verse Quran study, yeah, this one. You see the article, only Allah declares things to be lawful or unlawful. So how can the messenger make unlawful for you? This means only Allah can make unlawful or only declare it. But the messenger can make what is lawful and unlawful. And if he can do that, let's say he can do that, but he can't. I don't know. No, wait a minute. I know or I don't know? I don't think so. He should. And this kind of a messenger in Surah Tahrim ayat, let me just put it properly in proper words, who himself goes against the Quran ayat, how can he be given the right? Then he should have a lot of foresight, right? A lot of insight into what should be made lawful, what shouldn't be made what shouldn't be made lawful, and so thus unlawful for you believers. So lessons from Surah Al Imran, ayats 93 to 95. Only Allah has the authority to declare something lawful or unlawful. We cannot say that dairy is haram or eating. Okay, they explain. But what does the verse here say? Let's see. This is the tafsir, Surah Al Imran ayats 93 to 95, on 93 to 95 ayats. In the previous ayat, yeah, I have been reading about the argument by the people of the book. So, sorry, I'm not very prepared for this. I'm trying. Um, how to say this? The following ayat were revealed in response to another argument that the Jews conducted with the Prophet. The Prophet had declared that he followed the religion of Ibrahim, in all aspects. The Jews objected by saying you eat camel's meat and partake of its milk, although they were unlawful for Ibrahim. The Prophet said no, this was lawful for him. The Jews said all that we consider unlawful has continued to be unlawful since the days of Nuh and Abraham, to the point that this unlawfulness reached us. Allah then revealed this ayat. Okay, what is that? All food was lawful to the children of Israel except what Israel had made unlawful to himself before the Torah was revealed. Say, O Muhammad, bring the Torah and recite it if you should be truthful, and whoever invents about Allah untruth after that, then those are truly the wrongdoers, Zalimeen. Have to check the Arabic word for it. Can't read Arabic, so I have to go to Quran.com for this. But for now, for starters, I'm telling you that it's a contradiction, right, against Surah Araf at 157, the messenger making lawful and unlawful. So, okay, say Allah has to, so continuing with the Al Imran verse 93 to 95, here it says, so that's why. Say, Allah has told the truth, so follow the religion of Abraham, inclining toward truth, and he was not of the polytheists. Now, what's the tafsir and all this? Let's see. Sunni tafsir. The Prophet asked me about whatever you wish. They said, tell us four matters. What kind of food did Israel, Yani Yaqub, his name changed when he fought with Allah and he became Israel. Yaqub prohibits for himself. What about the sexual discharge of the woman and the man? And what role does each play in producing male or female offspring? Tell us about the condition of the unlettered prophet during sleep, and who is his wali among the angels. The prophet took their covenant that they will follow him if he answers these questions, and they agreed. He said, I ask you by he who sent down the Torah to Musa, do you know that Israel once became ill? When his illness was prolonged, he vowed to Allah that if he cures his illness, he would prohibit the best types of drink and food for himself. Was not the best food to him camel's meat and the best drink camel's milk? Does it say in the Bible this and their Jewish books? They said yes, by Allah. Oh no. Oh Allah, be witness. The messenger of Allah says, Oh Allah, be witness against them. Then the Prophet answered their other two questions. Is it right that in the Bible or in the Jewish book that he prohibited himself? But yeah. one of the prophets here, prohibited himself camel's milk. So this is how he prohibited himself. They said, tell us about your wali, your friend, your helper among the angels, for this is when we either follow or shun you. He said, my wali is Jibril, and Allah never sent a prophet, but Jibril is his wali. It's wrong. Your wali, his wali is Jibril. I mean, he's on the same level in Surah Maida Ayat 55 as Allah, being a wali. Jibril is not mentioned there. Allah never sent a prophet, but Jibril is his wali. They said, we then shun you. Had you a wali other than Jibril, we would have followed you. Oh God, what's this? We then shun you? Say, we then, they said, we then shun you. Say, whoever is an enemy to Jibril, and then this ayat came down. It is none, and he has brought the Quran down upon your heart. It's not Jibril, it's the trusted spirit, right? Whoever is an enemy to Jibril. Oh, no, I have to check Surah Baqarah then. No, it's not. Here it says Jibril. Surah Baqarah 297. Well, the other one he didn't answer how many people were in the cave properly. And what is the soul? Surah Baqarah 97 or 94? I forget. Yeah, okay. Let's see now here. Say, O Prophet, say, whoever is an enemy to Jibreel, then indeed he brought it down on your heart. Yes, by the permission of Allah. Now it's Jibreel who brought it, okay. Confirming what was before it and a guidance and glad tidings for the believers. Trusted spirit. Some other ayah says trusted spirit. Oh God, okay. So this here, okay, let's go back to I'm really terrible at this. Sorry. Now we go back to the Allah, only Allah declare. See whoever, yeah, Jibreel. Okay, then what happens? Before the Torah was revealed, Allah's statement, before the Torah was revealed, means Prophet Yaqub, Israel, forbade that for himself before the Torah was revealed. Ibn Kathir writes that there are two objectives behind revealing this segment of the ayah. First, he forbade himself the most delightful things for Allah's sake. This practice was allowed during his period of law. And is thus suitable that it is mentioned after Ayat 92. For us, what is suitable is to spend from what we love and covet. I can never pronounce this word properly. Covet in Allah's obedience, and not to prohibit upon ourselves what Allah has made permissible. What your Prophet did in Surah Tahrim. Hence, to live as a pauper when one can afford a good life is disliked. Allah wants us to enjoy the blessings, okay, and not be stingy and arrogant and all this. Tafsir Surah Al Imran verse 92. The second objective behind revealing this ayah is refutation of false claims made by the Jews. For instance, Allah has stated in Torah that when Prophet Nuh departed from the ark, Allah allowed him to eat the meat of all types of animals. Later, Prophet Yaqub forbade the meat and the milk and milk of camels, meat and milk of camels for himself due to an illness, and his children imitated this practice. So is this true from the Torah side, Jews' book side, scripture side? It is impossible for the soul to enjoy the physical pleasures of heaven. Flower, sorry, what are you saying here again? Impossible for the soul to enjoy the physical pleasures of heaven, like put in the Quran ayats, the huris and all, and having. Okay, how is it impossible? Please, when you have to have a backing here. How is it impossible? Please explain. The law of Abraham allowed the man to take female servants as companions along with his wife, as he did when he took Hajar while he was married to Sarah. Later, Torah prohibited this practice. Likewise, previously it was allowed to take two sisters in the marriage at the same time, as Prophet Yaqub did. Later, this was prohibited too. All these examples are in the Torah and constitute a naskh, abrogation of the law. The abrogation of the ayat and the wisdom behind it. All food was lawful to the children of Israel except what Israel had made unlawful for him to himself before the Torah was revealed. It means before the Torah was revealed, all types of food were allowed except what Prophet Yaqub prohibited for himself. And whoever invents, okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing here, for the Torah affirms what Allah is stating here. And whoever invents about Allah untruth after that, then those are truly the wrongdoers, right? They are the Zalimeen. So claim that this is in reference to those who lie about Allah against Jews, right? And claim that He made the Sabbath and the Torah eternal. They are those who claim that Allah did not send another prophet calling to Allah, although their proofs and evidence go against their statement. Therefore, they are the wrongdoers. The Jews are the Solomon. Allah says, say, Allah has told the truth. So follow the religion of Abraham. This is not, it means Muhammad has said the truth in what he conveyed and legislated in the Quran. Therefore, follow the religion of Abraham that Allah legislated in the Quran. Indeed, this is the truth. Only Allah has lessons. Only Allah has the authority to declare something lawful or unlawful. We cannot say that dairy is haram. People have modified the claims of those who say there is no abrogation in deen are false because we find evidence for it in the Quran. But sorry, this verse must be then abrogated. I'm looking for a Quran verse. Sorry, a flower, please don't put these things like this. Impossible in the physical. Uh, can God give, is heaven physical? Please explain. Oh Lord, accept this from us. Indeed, you are all hearing, the all-knowing. Whatever Allah has informed us is the truth. Therefore, do not doubt His words. He knows the realities of the things, and so should your Prophet. To prohibit something, the secrets of the unseen and whatever is between the heavens and the earth. Then he says, the Prophet says, there's ayat, I'm a man like you, I do not know unless what is revealed to me and I don't know the unseen. Then how is he making unlawful? When proven wrong, we should accept our error and continue, right, arguing, and not continue arguing or fabricate lies about Allah, the Quran, or the religion, which the Muslims do when they come here. Continue arguing, showing them. So this is read more than what is really important for this live stream of mine. So you see, where is it? Surah Araf, Ayat. Again, I'll show you this. I don't know why the Muslims keep continuing to argue when you're told you shouldn't. Have no doubt about this Quran. It's true from Allah. Now, they are the ones who follow the messenger, the unlettered prophet, whose description they find. I wonder who was he at that time who Prophet Muhammad got killed. Was he Huway? Was he Qab, the Jewish? Was he Mad? No, the warrior is not perhaps the chief, the general. Whom Ali fought? No, he can't be. So, who was this messenger? Muhammad. Okay, the Torah and the Injil have revealed. No, a description is given in the Torah and the Injil. It's description, but Allah has not given a name. He commands them to the right and forbids them. He commands them. You see here, it says He commands. Yamuruhum, to the right. Okay, He commands, right? That's okay. Allah commands. Maybe it's giving Allah's commandments, you would say. He commands them to the right and forbids them from the wrong, munkar, or evil. And He makes lawful. وَيُحِلُّ. How can He make lawful for them the pure things? Look at it through the Quran eyes. Without the permission of Allah, how can He make lawful and pure things, and makes unlawful for them the impure things? And He relieves from them the burden and the fetters. And the polities are told, they say that we will take your burdens and no one can take your burden. There's so many discrepancies in the Quran. It's not clear. Sorry, excuse me. Right? In Him, believe upon them. So this part is very important. You see this? He makes yuhillu, and is wa in Arabic. Wa yuhillu. He makes lawful. When the polity is prescribe fine things in the world, I afflict anyone I wish with my torment, my mercy embraces. What else do I show you? That's why I put things in my notes, but right now, say, O Prophet, O humanity, I am Allah's messenger to you all. To Him alone belongs the kingdom of the. There is no. Indeed, I am the messenger of Allah to you all. Is this the verse? That's. I was trying to say earlier on, much earlier. Yes, yes. No. To the messenger belongs the dominion of the heavens and earth. Read the verse in Arabic. So another thing, just a reminder. So Surah Araf, Ayat 159, there are some among the people of Moses who guide with the truth and establish justice accordingly. People of whom? Moses. Allah. Huway. Safiha ka Jawaria. Terrible. You see? So last time I said in that one live stream, seems that Prophet Muhammad stole these ayats and now they are in a mess, not in order also. And he even doesn't know what Allah has given in Surah Ma'idah 87 to the believers, that He does this in Surah Tahrim ayat 1, we are told. You get it now? Points upon points coming. And please, that I don't want to name anymore this Muslim, young Muslim who came to talk to me. Please check when the prophets have to also, like, I was searching prophets for God Quran ayat. But it is a bad thing that some of you say, I have forgotten such and such verse of the Quran. For indeed he has been caused by Allah to forget it. So you must keep on reciting the Quran because it escapes from the hearts of men faster than camel do. Tawata. It escapes. Virtues. Sahih Bukhari. 61. Huh? It escapes. Probably your prophet forgot also. Surah Anam ayat, Surah Nahl. Okay, what's Surah Anam ayat? Say, O Prophet, come, let me recite to you what your Lord has forbidden to you. Please don't join that ayat, Surah Araf ayat with. You see, here it's okay. Here, but the Prophet is not mentioned in this ayat, or the previously maybe. Say, produce your witnesses. Who will testify that Allah has forbidden this? Huh? If they so testify, still do not testify along with them, nor follow the whims of those who reject our signs and do not believe in the hereafter. They make all things equal to the Lord. They make all things equal to the Lord. Yeah, all things. This is such an yeah, maybe pantheism. Who is this addressed for? Say, oh, Allah, God holds the convincing argument. If He so wished, He would have guided every one of you. We wish. Those, you know about the soul, I was thinking that day. How can the soul be content? Surah Fajr ayat. O soul, content. Mutmaina. Mutmain, content. Come, enter my heaven. Soul becoming mutmain. When the guidance hasn't come, so you have to try really hard for the soul to become mutmain. The soul is prone to evil. Hazrat Yusuf says, if Allah didn't have mercy on me, I would have gone for Zulekha, the wife of the king who tried to seduce him. The soul is prone to evil. So, okay, you go in the linear way. Yet you have a Aleph. Allah. No, Allah doesn't. Yeah, Allah starts with Aleph. Just pray for the mercy, your soul content. If Allah had so wished, neither we nor our fathers would have associated. Nor, oh, these are associators, mushriks, nor have forbidden anything. These poor guys can go blue in the face telling you, because even if they bring evidence, with Allah is the conclusive evidence. So if they bring you witnesses and testify that Allah has forbidden this, poor guys. Oh my God. So how is the Prophet going to bring a witness and Allah's conclusive argument? We have sheltered all Allah's conclusive arguments by showing you, starting from the Quran, smart start, contradictions, right? Look at how you have been deceived. Poor Muslims. Some of them don't even know when a prophet should. I shouldn't be laughing. Very sad. But what can I? Then you come up to the standard of Moses. If you don't believe me, here it is. Surah Taha at 40. Then he cannot make. What the student to make a mistake, right? Teacher, if she make a mistake, whatever. But I, as a teacher, showing you step by step. I'm not a religious scholar, but showing you. But that teacher in school, if she keeps making mistakes like this, like your prophet did in Surah Tahrim, and at that time, teacher not to make mistake. I've seen teachers who are perfect; they don't make mistakes. In school, college, professor level. Oh, after okay, here I say I make mistakes with my condition and this and that, but some of the things I've learned from examining, I know for sure that this is a false kitab, Quran, right? So otherwise making mistakes, I say I make mistakes, and I haven't reached that teacher level even in school. But if your teacher starts making mistakes, and That's bad. So that's why the way I think some Shias also the infallibility. Wikipedia ismah. Wikipedia. Shia scholars of the 4th and the 5th centuries AH extended the infallibility of Muhammad and the 12 Imams until the doctrine came to mean that they could not have committed any sin or inadvertent error either before, even before, or after they assumed office. So this is the stance of the Shias. Imams, when attributed human beings, Isma means the ability of avoiding acts of disobedience in spite of having the power to commit them, along with a pure constitution, excellent qualities, firmness against opponents, and tranquility, sakina. Isma is a divine grace bestowed by God. Now, you Shia say this, yet you defend him? Prophet Muhammad in Surah Tahrim, Ayat 1. Whose haq he must have taken, snatched. You see how Fadak was given. Khaybar, where's Khaybar? Where was I searching? Invasion. You know what invasion is? So here we have battle. Shias. I had to stop at this. After hearing about this battle, the people of Fadak, allied with Khaybar during the battle, sent Muhayyasa, okay, bint Masud to Muhammad. Fadak offered to be treated leniently in return for surrender. A treaty similar to that of Khaybar was drawn with Fadak as well. Among the captives, my heart was Safiya bint Huway. Hey, they're giving him Fadak along with Khaybar. Look what he's done. Shias, why didn't you read this part of history? Or you've read it and what have you? How have you been brainwashed? This was an invasion. You see, the dissenting view is my view. That's why I'm now with Abu Bakr, not the Sunni, but as in a way, he was still a polytheist. He wasn't a true Muslim, I say. And also, I think, and I've seen, and when not giving Fadak to Fatima Zahra. So he was in the right not giving the Fadak to Fatima Zahra. Because the way it was snatched from these people, so cunningly, so sly, treated leniently, he was attacking, attacking them. Look, where is it? The battle ended. Muhammad's casus belli. What does this mean? It's accused Jews of Khaybar. Islamic sources accuse the Jews of Khaybar of having plotted to unite with other Jewish tribes from Banu Wadi, Qurra, Taima, and Fadak, as well as with Ghatafan, an Arab tribe, to mount an attack on Medina. Medina? Was it snatched away from them, Yathrib? Or were the people of Yathrib in trouble when he, it was Yathrib, Jews Yathrib, Medina? You see? The Scottish historian William A.M. Watt notes the presence in Khaybar of the Banu Nadir, who were working with neighboring Arab tribes to protect themselves from Medina's Muslim community, who had earlier attacked and exiled Jewish tribes. Medina's Muslim community, who had earlier attacked and exiled Jewish tribes. Why? Accusing them of violating the Charter of Medina, and based on prophetic vision of conspiring, only based on prophetic vision, meaning Jibrail came to tell him, this, these Jews have been conspiring to kill you. Which Jews? I don't know. But an Orientalist, Laura V. Vagliari, or Vaglieri, sorry, Vaglieri, claims other motives for the Muslim offensive might have included the prestige that the engagement would confer upon Muhammad among his followers, as well as the loot which could be used to supplement future campaigns. Loot. Loot maar ho gaya. Looting, stealing, booty, plunder, spoils, pillage. So who said that Muhammad was only after wealth of the people of his time and women? Oh, greedy. I wonder where it was said, that comment in the live chat somewhere I saw. In my live stream or some other person's live stream channel. The battle ended with surrender of the Khaybar Jews, who were then allowed to continue living in the region on the condition that they would give one half of the produce to the Muslims. The Jews of Khaybar continued to live on the oases which they had made for several more years, until they were expelled also by the second Rashidun Caliph Umar. Terrible. The imposition of tribute by the Muslims unto the Jews served as a precedent for provisions in Islamic law, which requires the regular exaction of tribute known as jizya from dhimmi. Oh, so where's that? Please come. Where are you? A Muslim who came here. So you think this is right? We coexisted. And it's better for the Jews and the Christians to live with the Muslims. Much better, huh? Please stop fooling yourselves and others, deceiving others. When you're not sure, don't come here like this. Making such statements and apologizing and this and that. Enough. I hate exploiters. Yeah, exploitation also. I dislike it. I loathe it. After hearing about this battle, the people of Fadak allied with Khaybar, but treated leniently. Fadak offered to be treated leniently in return for surrender. Condition. According to Ibn Hisham's version of the pact with Khaybar, it was concluded on the condition that the Muslims may expel you, Jews of Khaybar, if and when we wish to expel you. Very well. Norman Stillman believes that this is probably a later interpolation intended to justify the expulsion of Jews in 642. Well, who can live with the Muslims? The agreement with the Jews of Khaybar served as an important precedent for Islamic law in determining the status of dhimmis. Diyal Kalbi wasn't he? There was Salma's hadith. Muhammad thought that Jibrail, that Ziya al-Kalbi was Jibrail or something. No, it's Jibrail. Muhammad of Safiya's beauty and family status. The companion informed Muhammad of Safiya's beauty and family status, although she had already been taken by his companion, Diya al-Kalbi. Ooh, Muhammad summoned Diya and ordered him to give Safiya to him. They're falling into, God help us if Imam Mahdi comes. Muhammad said, take away this she-devil. Safiya and another woman had passed the bodies of the beheaded Khaybar men. Oh, Shia, your Imam Hussein beheaded. Cry, cry. You can't do that, women. You can't do that. You will be called the she-devil. Now don't say hi boss, yeah boss. Hi Sakina, hi boss, hi Sakina, hi boss. Not loudly, huh? So men outside the Mambarga hear you. Safiya and another woman had passed the bodies of the beheaded Khaybar men on their way to the Prophet, and the other woman had become hysterical at the sight. It's like Mr. Sa telling me, don't don't be hysterical. I saw a bee in gym. And the other woman had become hysterical at the sight. To which Muhammad said, take away this she-devil. Mupin, oh my God. Kisko sambale Zainab? Kisko sadat Zainab? हैरान परेशान है करबो बला में Zainab. हाय हाय नाना मैं शाम चली सर नंगे और सर आम चली. Only her voice is the Shias now, men doing nohas, reciting loudly on the road, taking procession in the Mambarga. Women, my Koja Ishnashari, keep quiet and not to become she-devils. Okay? Not to say Ya Zainab loudly. How terrible, pathetic. Tabari, Muhammad ibn Jarir, the history of Al-Tabari. Why you not read Al-Tabari, Shias? So, how much now? How much time gone? 57 minutes, right? Please look at this, Shias, my Shias. I want to help you leave this religion, getting both of you, Sunni Shias, helping you to leave this religion and keep away from it. He not only, you can see, not only he stole the ayats from them. If you read Huway ibn Akhtab, how he had debate with Muhammad. He probably take Muhammad's name, give it to Ali, his cousin. Um, you know, what is happening? I see it, but I'm not able to articulate. Time and again I come and try to articulate. And now my, pulled my, here, below the chin, Quran. You see how he give, what else have I missed? If I miss anything, any other ayat. So back to Surah Anam ayat. If you believe in the signs of Allah, eat of that over which Allah's name has been pronounced. Oh, back to Surah Anam. Why should you not eat of what is slaughtered in Allah's name? He has forbidden to you, explained to you, and what He has forbidden to you. I read 119. Did I? See, Quran not to say that only Allah make lawful and unlawful. No one else can make lawful and unlawful. Right? Not to say, not direct, I know. But this very poor Quran. Yet some Muslims believe that only Allah can make unlawful and lawful, not Prophet. But here we have an ayat which say that the Prophet make unlawful and lawful. Prophet become, your messenger become like Allah. You, Hillu. No, the Hill. What word coming for? Surah 7, Ayat 157 makes lawful for them, not declaring. He makes lawful. So he should be so God conscious because this is at the level of God, making lawful and prohibiting from them the evil. That okay, but do you see how it is put here? وَيُحِلُّ. What did it mean? Yeah, yuhillu. Making lawful. And then Surah Tahrim. O Prophet, why do you prohibit from what Allah has made lawful for you? Seeking to please your wives. Please look properly. See, he has to be. Even person like me who is not that educated, I haven't read all books. Why waste my time when I know I apply my mind here and say, how can he prohibit himself? Just from one ayat, Surah Maidat, and this ayat. Then to make you understand, yet you people come and defend him and do this and say Islam is so good, and you confuse me in Surah Tawbah ayat 31. You lie to me, but you apologize. But there you have at least caused a doubt in me that I will check this. Like, it's amazing whatever it is that, let me not. Your treachery is amazing. Your deception, your dishonesty is amazing. Enough of this. Same rule apply. Very strict Islamic. Whoever gives a lie against Allah. And what else is there? The ayats. Explaining ayats properly. Don't do this, okay? Don't do this. The Prophet said, look, why does any one of the people say, I have forgotten such and such verses of the Quran? He, in fact, is caused by Allah to forget. Okay. What? Narrated Abdullah, number 559. This is Sahih Bukhari. I don't know, sometimes. Okay. Why do you say that he, in fact, is caused by Allah to forget? The Prophet said if one recites the last two verses of Surah Baqarah at night, it is sufficient for him. Narrated Umar bin Khattab. I heard Hisham, it's a long one. What is it about? Surah Furqan. The Quran is made to be recited in several different ways. So recite of it that which is easier. Narrated Aisha. Prophet heard a reciter reciting the Quran in the mosque at night. Okay, this I missed. And what the Prophet said, may Allah bestow His mercy on him, as he has reminded me of such and such verses, of such and such surahs, which I missed. What is this? Your Prophet himself, now who? You come, Muslims, and tell me, educate yourself. And if I forget something, I will give you this hadith. Number 562. How educated is your Prophet in the way he's coming to him that he keeps forgetting? I missed. He didn't recite, but the believer recited, or he forgets to recite sometimes. No, he forgot. He went to sleep somewhere. He forgot, right? Something. Where is it? I'm trying to search, but The Prophet forgot to pray. The Prophet Muhammad, okay, forgot something, Hadith. What did he forget? Prophet is forgetting. It is a bad thing that some of you say, I have forgotten such and such verse of the Quran, for indeed he has been caused by Allah to forget it. So you must keep on reciting the Quran because it escapes. Okay, this is the full hadith here. Now I understand. But didn't the Prophet forget prayers? Forgot salat during the expedition? One of the expiation for forgetting. Oh, he's teaching you. Whoever forgets a prayer should pray it when he remembers. Prophet, he missed those ayahs, so he can't say he forgot. But somewhere, have you forgotten? Has the prayer been reduced or have you forgotten? Allah's Apostle, Abdullah ibn Abbas, let me see where. No, highlighting. I got up and did the same. Uh, Allah's Apostle then put his right hand over my head and caught my right ear and twisted it. Oh, Jail. I don't know this prophet. This is not my prophet, Baba. Narrated Abdullah. We used to greet the prophet while he was praying. Some is detained. Will you lead the... Can't find that now. I'm bad at these. I can't read. I did not let... he sees the faces of prostitutes. Oh, goodness. No. Where is that woman who claims that her child is from me? Juraj asked the child, "Oh, Babas, who is your father?" The child replied, "The shepherd." I used to stretch my legs towards the Qibla. Prophet, while he was praying, whenever he prostrated, touched me. And I would withdraw my legs, and whenever he stood up, I would stretch my legs. And the Prophet once offered the prayer and said, Satan came in front of me and tried to interrupt my prayer. But Allah gave me an upper hand on him and I choked him. Oh my goodness. I have no words. I'm shell shocked. Already. Choking shaitan. Must be a jinn. The Prophet saw some sputum on the wall facing the Qibla mosque. Oh, goodness. Because I did not come quick. No, he forgot something. Prayer in the expedition. What is it called? I've forgotten now that I have also forgotten. I remember as you remember, and I forget as you forget. Here is Abdullah ibn Masud reported the Messenger of Allah prayed with us 5 cycles, rakat. We said, O Messenger of Allah, you added something to the prayer. The Prophet said, what is that? They said, you have prayed 5 cycles. The Prophet said, verily, I am only a human being like you. I remember as you remember, and I forget as you forget. Then the Prophet performed 2 prostrations for forgetfulness. Sahih al-Bukhari 6294. Sahih Muslim 572. Muttafaqun alayhi. Authenticity agreed upon. According to al-Bukhari and Muslim. Muttafaqun alayhi. Prophet forgetting. Could he have forgotten Surah Maida at 87? And then another contradiction, you see. It's not he who should be making his. And then he's telling the polities, why are you doing this? And the witness comes from them, don't take it. Allah's is the conclusive argument. You have been made so intellectually you're punctured. Please see this. Please care for yourselves and don't do this to your children. Maybe you'll have children. Maybe you have children. This is a wicked joke played on you, this Quran. Allah makes lawful or Prophet? Prophet has reached that level of Allah to make lawful and unlawful things for you. Not declare what Allah has told him to, but on his own. And then you give defense for him like anything in Surah Tahrim Ayat 1, which I have explained in detail, kept explaining. So please take care. Keep away from Islam. Another contradiction here, Surah Araf Ayat 157, and implied verses that it is Allah who should be making unlawful for you and lawful for you. Now you've put the message. Now this ayat has put, not you, sorry. This ayat has put the messenger on the same level as making laws. Lawmaker. Same level as Allah. Any other ayat I've missed here? What's Surah Baqarah? No. Surah Nahl. So eat of the sustenance which Allah has provided for you, lawful and good, and be grateful for the favors of Allah. He has only forbidden you to eat carrion, blood, swine, and what is slaughtered in the name of. Okay. You see the ayats. Where's the ayat which says, and 116 of Surah 16, Ya Nahl, do not falsely declare with your tongues, this is lawful and that is unlawful, fabricating lies against Allah. Indeed, those who fabricate lies against Allah will never succeed. It is only a brief enjoyment, then they will suffer a painful punishment. Will never succeed. They may have a little enjoyment, but painful punishment awaits them. How strict the law, to do this. To the Jews, we have forbidden what we related to you before. We did not wrong them, but it was they who wronged themselves. Zalim. What? Surah Tahrim, your prophet has become a zalim. And he's blaming the Jews so much. What is mentioned in Surah? What is this really? Here a question arises, which of the two surahs, Al-An'am or An-Nahl, was first revealed? Question arises. This is because in verse 118, a reference has been made to verse 146 of Al-An'am, also in verse 119 of Al-An'am. And why should you not eat that thing over which Allah's name has been mentioned, when He has already given you a detail of those things which have been declared to be unlawful for you, except in case of extremity? A reference has been made to verse 115 of An-Nahl. Abul Ala Maududi, Quran.com. On Surah 118, Surah 16, 118, right? Now you see, good point, because then I can go to why the order should be, is very necessary. See, your religious scholars having problems. why the order is so necessary. But here Aisha tells you not how it was is recited. A prophet heard a reciter recite mosque at night. Um, where is it? Just a minute, please. Searching the hadith on the order of the Quran. Prophet set example of him, recites the Quran. So Allah's Apostle was traveling, a man was reciting. Prophet said, somebody recite the last two verses. Oh God. Narrated Abu Sa'id al-Mu'alla. Uh, while I was praying, the Prophet called me, but I did not respond to his call. Later I said, "Oh Allah's Apostle, I was praying." He said, "Didn't Allah say, O you who believe, give your response to Allah and to His Apostle when He calls you?" Surah Anfal, ayat 24. On the same level as Allah. He's put himself. He then said, "Shall I not teach you the most superior surah in the Quran?" He said, "It is, praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, which consists of 7 repeatedly recited verses and the... Oh my God, look at this. Terrible. Okay, about the order of the Quran. Oh God. Narrated Yusuf bin Mahak, 515 number. While I was with Aisha, the mother of the believers, a person from Iraq came and asked, "What type of shroud is the best?" In order to compile and arrange the Quran according to it. Oh, yes, I think it's this one. May Allah be merciful to you. What does it matter? He said, "O mother of the believers, show me the copy of your Quran." She said, "Why?" He said, "In order to compile and arrange the Quran according to it, for people recite it with its surahs not in proper order." What's happened at that time? Aisha said, "What does it matter which part of it you read first? Be informed that the first thing that was revealed thereof was a surah from Al-Mufassal, and in it was mentioned paradise and the fire." What is Surah Mufassal? When the people embraced Islam, the verses regarding legal and illegal things were revealed. If the first thing to be revealed was, "Do not drink alcoholic drinks," people would have said, "We will never leave alcoholic drinks." And if there had been revealed, "Do not commit illegal sexual intercourse," they would have said, "We will never give up illegal sexual intercourse." While I was a young girl of playing age, goodness gracious, while I was a young girl, where's it now? I lost it. We will never. Okay, so while I was a young girl of playing age, the following verse was revealed in Makkah to Muhammad. "Nay, by the hour is the appointed time for the full recompense, and the hour will be more grievous and more bitter." Surah Baqarah, what's it? No, it's Surah 54, ayat 46. Surah Al-Baqarah, the cow, and Surah An-Nisa. The women were revealed while I was with him. Then Aisha took out the copy of the Quran for the man and dictated to him the verses of the surahs in the proper order. Yes, it should have come in its proper order. But all the Qurans were burnt. Only Hafsa's, right? Uthman bin Affan burnt all the Qurans. Even Aisha's was burnt. Only Hafsa's was retained, kept. So you see why. You see now here your Umm al-Mu'minin is saying, well, what does it matter? Aisha said, may Allah be merciful to you. What does it matter? What type of shroud is the best? Oh, about the shroud. But show me the copy of your Quran, she said. Why? He said, in order to compile and arrange the Quran according to it, according to the proper order, right? The way it's revealed. For people recite it with the surahs not in proper order. Aisha said, what does it matter? Again, yeah, what does it matter? Which part of it you read first? But here, you see what's happened? Where was I? Oh God, I'm clicking on this. Here a question arises. This is on Surah Nahl, Ayat 118. Here a question arises. Which of the two surahs, Al-An'am or An-Nahl, was first revealed? This is because in verse 118, this verse, a reference has been made to verse 146 of Al-An'am. Also in verse 119 of Al-An'am. And why should you not eat that which over Allah's name has been mentioned? Yes, a very extremity. A reference has been made to verse 115 of An-Nahl. Maybe you need to know the order. Malkin ji, Nangaram ji, Malik ji, कैसे हैं आप? So after a long time, what is this telling you? That you need to know the order by which it is mentioned because of what? Reference has been made to the Jews. We prohibited such things as we have mentioned to thee before. Oh, मैं अच्छा हूँ मैडम जी, आप कैसी हैं? सर जी मैं अच्छी हूँ, ठीक है, ठीक हूँ, thank you for asking. So you see now this. Any questions नंगाराम जी आपको? आप पता नहीं क्यों यहाँ आते हैं, ये मुसलमानों के लिए एजुकेशन, जितना मैं जान सकती हूँ. He has only forbidden you carrion blood. अच्छा तो अब इसमें क्या है सूर्य? Then you will suffer. So it's very important you don't forbid yourself what Allah has allowed you. मैडम जी मुझे बस आपकी बातें सुनने में अच्छा लगता है. ओह अच्छा, शुक्रिया बहुत. लेकिन आप टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करें अपना. आप मुझे सिस्टर कहें, सिस्टर प्लीज़, मैडम नहीं कहें. Do not tell a lie about something your tongues describe. This is lawful, while this is forbidden, so that you fabricate a lie against Allah. Prophet Muhammad को नहीं करना चाहिए था सूरह तहरीम में जो उन्होंने किया है. What he's done. Oh, maybe I'm on the, where was I? Surah Anam 118. So it says go to 118, where is it? No. So you told me what is slaughtered. Where was I? I've lost that. Forbidden unless you are constrained. देखो ये क्या है? In Surah Nahl, we may observe in passing that this allusion indirectly establishes that Surah Al-Nahl was revealed before the present surah. before the present surah. This is, I'm now confused here. So eat whatever Allah's name utter. Why should you not eat of what is slaughtered? Very confusing now for me. Okay, I need to take a break, I think. So this, you see, it's not in proper order. And so you have to guess, because here it's alluded. And it's difficult. So why isn't it in order? And I wonder why, because this was a false prophet. And oh, maybe the imam, so you know how, maybe when the wives were, why couldn't the wives tell us directly that this is a false prophet, Aisha and Hafsa? Because they got a bamboo warning. Ali, the believer, Allah is his protector, Jibrail, and moreover, so what the Shia say is right. So you see, they would have been killed. So that's why they had to hide this for you Muslims. Your al Mu'mineen telling you he's a false prophet. And they couldn't say it directly. Oh God, Shias, look at this. I found this out inside doing research on the Quran ayats like this. So then why didn't they put it later on? It seems like it's put in a hurry. When the imams are also there, they should have put it in order, right? But the imams, they say that we were being shaheed, killed, and all this. But doesn't the Allah? There's another ayat which says Allah will guard this from what? It should be in proper order, right? It should be in proper order. It's very important. So they can mess up. Look at the mess up here. Shun all sin, open and secret. Indeed, those who commit sin will be punished for what they earn. Prophet cannot sin. And do not hear what is not slaughtered in Allah's name. Okay, this is, surely the devils whisper to their human associates to argue with you. If you were to obey them, then you too would be polytheists. Can those who have been dead, to whom we give life and a light with which they can walk among people, to be compared to those in complete darkness from which they can never emerge? This is how the misdeeds of the disbelievers are appealing to them. And so we have placed in every society the most wicked to conspire in it. In this society, there's a qaryat. Sometimes city is called qaryatin. Sometimes it's called balad, baldia, baldi. City, qaryatin, city. Town, great ones. And thus we made in every town, you made great ones among its criminals to scheme therein. Do you think Allah put it in a good way? Now look at it. Just take away your blinds, and thus Allah placed in every city greatest akabir, greatest of its criminals, so that they plot therein. And okay, he placed, and they plot only against themselves, but they fail to perceive it. So please, can you not see Prophet Muhammad as the greatest criminal of his time against those poor Jews of Yathrib and the polytheists of Makkah? and against themselves they plot. Thank God I've seen it, but I couldn't save those poor Jews of Yathrib and the Makkan polities and the women's sex slave and captives and all this. Terrible, terrible. Now please see it and let's drop this, keep away from this. You know why? Because another Surah Nahl. Let me show you an ayat in Surah Nahl. It says that it has only. This is coming from someone else. Surah Nahl or Surah. Oh God, wait. Sorry, Nahl, ayat 91. Don't break oaths after confirmation. I think it's Surah Namal, ayat 91. I have been commanded only to serve the Lord of the city. Does this ayat look like it's come from this Quran? Please look at this also, right? Can see the uh, okay, now I can see the comment section. Surah Namal, ayat 91. Look, only I am commanded. Seems like it's coming from another place, like the polities maybe of Makkah or someone in the Kaaba who's the caretaker of the Kaaba. Only I am commanded that I worship the Lord of this city, Baldati, not Baldia, Baldati. Town, city, what is it? City. And you see they put, it's not Makkah here. While anyone who comes with an evil deed flung face down into the fire. Gross. I mean, this is too much. You know why? Because if you tell someone, even a criminal like a, it won't. What was the psychology, the reason behind this? You will say it serves them right. Why don't you follow the laws and don't hurt people? Then you will not be flung face down into the fire. Evil deed with your evil deed. Aren't you rewarded with just what you've been doing? There, this Buddha forgave someone who insulted him. Empowering family was telling me, yes, it's unforgivable for. He was just being you know, joking with me. A rude person. Depends how many times he's rude, what he does, that rudeness may harm me. But just being rude, like I can just cut, you know, say, okay, let it be. Right? God forgive you, God bless you. I wish you the best. Of course, it is forgivable, rudeness against ourselves, against, you know, ourselves. Someone does it, someone is rude. So, and whoever comes with an odious deed, then their faces will be tossed down in the fire. Do you think who would deserve this kind of punishment? Are you recompensed except whatever you were doing? Maybe that someone who kills crops, progenies, it doesn't stop like Prophet Muhammad, so called. See, O Prophet, I have only been commanded. Look at the Arabic. Only I am commanded. So why are you commanding others? Now, only I am commanded that I worship the Lord of this city. How can that Akbar, Allahu Akbar, that great Allah, the omnipresent, omnipotent, all aware, this, that, be this? A Lord of this city. Doesn't say the Lord of humanity, the Lord of everyone. your God, one God, our God. No, no, it says the Lord of this city. Who's the Lord of this city? Please, let's go searching for him in the history books. Maybe I'll find it in the Quran ayat. It shouldn't be saying it like this. But anyways, should it? First of all, see this. This of the city, the one who made it sacred, this city sacred. And to him belongs all things. And I am commanded that I be of the Muslims. So when was then later on, when did it come to you that now this is not the Lord of the city, this city only? It is the, it doesn't say only this city, but only I am, it says only I am commanded. Or it should have said, I have been the first to be commanded to worship the Lord of the city. Or in the beginning, I was commanded to worship. Now, it's a different case. Right? Like that. Oh my God. How, please see that your intellects, rise and you leave this. As your intellect rises, your intelligence, you see the mess up, the mistakes, the discrepancies, not well put ayats, not well communicated. Doesn't come from, this ayat doesn't come from this religion, Islam. I mean, of course, Muslim, but look, only I am commanded. And then it goes on to something. It should have said, but then later on, Allah told me, the Lord told me that I should command you also to worship the Lord of the city. And then this Lord of the city, yes, this is okay, that he possesses everything. He owns everything. And it's like, okay, I'm the first to submit to him, and I have been. But it says only in Nama, only I am commanded, and only I am commanded that I worship the Lord. Then how did this spread and what happened? Not clear, you see, it's not clear. So I think he stole it from here and there, and he tried to make himself the prophet. And there people were under duress, terrible. They couldn't say he's a false prophet. If they said he was a false prophet, the city of Medina also, what would happen to them? Surah 33, Ayat 60 to 61, you can see. Huh? Please, he is a false prophet. So if they, and then Ali after him was there to kill people. Because if you read Akamedi Puyas, that never has it ever been in the history furnished that Prophet Muhammad practiced this. This was the practice of Allah. But Prophet Muhammad didn't practice it in his lifetime, but Imam Ali would after Prophet Muhammad. And who else would? Imam Mahdi. Read the multilingual Quran commentary under, I mean, for this ayat, under, I don't know where, maybe under this ayat. So if the hypocrites and those with sickness in their hearts and rumor mongers in Medina do not desist, we will certainly incite you against them, and then they will not be your neighbors there any longer. They deserve to be condemned. If they were to persist, they would get themselves seized and killed relentlessly wherever they are found. Now, I think Dr. Mustafa Khattab goes to accursed wherever they are found on this ayat. Too much on this ayat. Accursed wherever they are found, being seized and massacred completely. That was Allah's way with those. That's why you see, I don't know how these poor oppressed people killed, oppression, duress, compelled, frightened, their their wives being raped. It's a war. Surah Nisa ayat. It's a war. Take these captives. Prophet Muhammad really cares for the widows of the captives of war, sex girls, hypocrites who have gone before, and you will find no change in Allah's way. And so, Surah Nisa 24, except for married, all women, what? Married women are haram on you except those what your right hands possess. Right? So, Paul teaches women being raped, married women, their husbands watching, maybe captives. So that's why it's come in such a mess for you. And the Muhammad, why Muhammad, and Ali, you are saying Shias also. It's not the same. They have been killed by this so-called Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, and that so-called Ali, Abu Talib. So this showing you a little bit here and there. Now back to this ayat. You can see the contradiction. Surah Nisa ayat 157. How can a messenger who is making it lawful for you doesn't go with the Quran ayat that Allah should make lawful for them the good, but the messenger is making lawful for them the good. Doesn't go with those implied ayats where Allah is supposed to declare for you and make for you lawful the good things. And also this ayat, it doesn't go with this ayat. Surah Tahrim ayat 1 just doesn't go. So please see this. So whose poor people's rights snatched, raped, and you're praising Muhammad, Surah Fat ayat, and you're crying for the wrong people, Shias, wrong Imams. Oh, God. So that's why get yourself out of this. Keep away from Islam. Shia Islam also. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Nangaram, for being here. Good to see that I make सुनने में अच्छा लगता है. Okay, great. Thank you. Hope you learned something from here. This, although I make mistakes and all this. Thank you so much for being here, Nangaram. God bless you, your country, your people, your loved ones, your family members. Thank you, Flower. God bless you too, your family, your people, your country. And please do yourselves a great favor, greatest ever. Leave Islam. Muslims also. And have a wonderful, beautiful day. Thank you. I will come back later.